So let me ask you what your thought processes are whenever that you write or whenever that you choose songs, whenever that you would want to perform. So what comes to mind?
It's from the heart, man. And personal experiences, definitely. It's the most relatable art that you can have. Whatever I went through or whatever I felt at a certain point in time of my life is what goes through in my mind when I listen to a tune that's playing. So I don't know how to explain it, but there is this frequency where me and my partner Alif shared, whereby we listen to a tune because he's always on the producing side and the beat side. So when I listen to a tune, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you want to write about this? And it's just that how would I say, that thing that connects it. Like, okay, this tune, I want to write about this part of love. I mean, love, the spectrum of love is huge.
Yep.
So this side of things about love, this side of things about my life and whatnot. So I think the fact that we relate it to our personal experiences or our occurrence in life and whatnot, it's easier for us to translate it to poetry or to lyrics or songwriting. So that is always, I would say, our strategy or our go-to,
Nice
point of familiarity.
Yeah. I have a question, and this is a two-sided question. The first part of it would be that what would you expect and hope for artists today, specifically in music, that you would want to see and you would want to hear that is lacking greatly? Do you think that there's a level of lyricism that seems to be lacking?
Okay.
Is it more focused on just being entertainment, hyped up and stuff, right? It's about the vibe and not so much about how it changes people and so on and so forth. Number two would be, if that is then the case, what would you like to see pursued in the future?
You're right. There's two sides to this. I would say that lyrics are important. Another camp would say, no, lyrics won't get your song played on the radio or whatnot, And then there's another camp saying that it's all hyped up. You gotta have that fist in the air and all those TikTok-worthy songs and whatnot, But that's the beauty of it, to have variations. But it is not right to say that this is the way to do music and this is how your music should. This is how you should do your music in order for it to be appreciated. So, if you ask, in my opinion, lyrics and storytelling in music matter the most. I would. I don't know whether it's my age or whether it's my preference that I would go for a song whereby I can really listen to the lyrics and it hits me hard and I can relate it every time I feel that way, rather than having the beats. The beats come second. Yeah. And I think in today's context, irregardless whether it's the beats or the content, both of it is getting its fair share. Because I think the new media, which is Spotify and whatnot, which is the media now, I would say, has exposed the world to not only just face up in the air kind of music, but also to, I would say, the music with content, with the Spotify team updating their playlist, and new music comes in mind. Music revolutionizes every week, I would say, like last time we need to wait for Justin Timberlake to come out with a collaboration with Timberland to revolutionize music, and then we waited for Chris Brown to come out with a little something with a different producer, and then music changes, and then Timberland had this prodigy called Danger Hands, and then music revolutionizes. But now every week somebody is putting out something. The streaming platforms are updating its playlist to people and exposing people that we've never heard of, music that is really new to our frequencies, and I think that's the beauty of it. So when you say there's two sides to this, I think I would strongly agree. And because of this, the music has created a lot of consumers with broad ideas and broad perspective on music.
The reason that I brought this up would be that in the study of Arab music particularly, right? So Arabic music, and I'm not saying Islamic music, I'm saying Arabic music generally, which emphasizes a lot on lyricism again, on poetry, right? During the Abbasid period, when there were actually like poetry performances, spoken word, if you could use that particular term today, right? The organizers will actually have a veil in between the performers and also the audience.
Serious?
Yeah. And I was like, I wonder ni, because we are so used to MTV in which music is visual.
Yeah.
The idea is that they wanted to retain the idea of music being something that you listen and not what you see. They fear that the visuals of it, the hype of it, might turn people away from the original power of music itself, which is none other than through nothing else but hearing. Right?
I busted 10 KitchenAid mixes that's worth collectively about what, 10,000, 11,000, just to figure out the right way of doing the dough and whatnot. And there's a lot of sacrifices. I lost money opening up the outlet in Jurong, and it's a painful lesson, but it brought me to where I am now because of the lessons I learned during that 2 years of my life, in Jurong. So I think perseverance and the belief, and of course you gotta work hard to get to sustain. Sustenance is the killer. When I go up, it's very easy. You want to go down, it's even easier. So to sustain 5 years just by selling churros, I gotta give it up to my pioneer team. I gotta give up to my brother, who's my GM, my wife, and it's just the belief. Some people, kau jual churros boleh survive ke? Asal tak jual nasi padang ke, nasi ayam, Typically they would think that these are the staple food. Memang my food is not essential. That's why I had to close from 21st April to 12th May, because the food is not essential. People can live and survive without my food.
Somehow people cannot survive without bubble tea.
Surprisingly,
why?
I don't know, man.
Just study that.
So that's that. And then I have a vision, and year after year, I thought that my vision was gonna be met, but not yet. So I had instances where I meet up with billionaires, multi-millionaires who wanna franchise my company worldwide and whatnot, but there were franchisees from Malaysia, showing interest, but I didn't get the feel yet. So I told myself, once I'm not ready to support you, once I'm ready, I'll let you know. So don't rush to it. Again, slowly build it. When you are ready, then fly off. You get me?
What are your thoughts on the Malay community and business, basically?
No,
as a people,
it's in our blood. Berdagang memang, in all races lah. I think the Chinese, the Malays have it, and I think orang Melayu, we love business. Look at how many home-based businesses are there, now, and the interest is there, the ideas are there. Our people are very, very creative, and the support is there. Our people, bro, seriously, tak kisah pasal makanan, boleh lah belanja makanan, pergi bazar semua $50 semua boleh. Makanan, don't worry, our people, thankfully, the support is there. Makanan sedap, service ikhlas, insyaAllah, they will keep on supporting you again and again and again and again. So that is our community, but what's lacking is the foresightness of what's going to happen. Keluar duit CPF, you're 55 years old. Keluar duit CPF, that is a bulk of money. What are you going to do with the money? Buka kedai baju lah kat East Village. Sebab ramai Melayu kat sini, ramai kedai Melayu. Maybe boleh. Buka 6 bulan tutup, hilang duit tu. Why? Because foresight. It's the just because factor. Just because ramai orang buka kedai kat sini doesn't mean semua orang doing well. Doesn't mean I have a physical store here. Doesn't mean I'm not doing something else at the back. I have an online store, which is my primary business, and this is just a shop front. Do you know? No. You know? So foresightness and being a little bit wary about the money you have, where you want to put it. Of course, every business has a risk. You know, it's just that you got to calculate your risk. You got to be really foresight. You got to really learn market research, do your research and whatnot. You know. So I think that's what we need. That's what the culture that we have to cultivate. Bukan aku dengki dengan sini ni. Ni kalau buka confirm dia lebih maju dari aku.
Do you feel that it seems to be a stereotypical thing that people say concerning that?
That's a fact.
Is it a fact?
It's a fact. It's a fact. You know, and I don't know whether I wouldn't want to say that it's in us or what. You know, because I think I choose not to believe so, but you hear it everywhere.